I'm just saying. A little bit of
Monica in your life?
embarrassment.
It's all good.
A little bit of Monica in your life.
A little bit of
All right.
air.
Last time, you guys are in the same meteor. You're in the warm hallway. You guys haven't really had much time since your last battle, but you do feel invigorated. You do feel more energized. And before you lie 3 more doors, one on each side and then one at the very end of the hall.
I was thinking, I don't know.
I'm gonna skip the other door and just go to the one at the end of the hall.
Plot
Are
door
you-
first.
Huh?
He's going to the plot door first. What a madman.
You know me.
All right. What are you just gonna try to open it straight, or what you gonna do?
I'm gonna fucking slap my hand on that bad boy and jiggle it open.
Roll me a strength check.
Oh.
You just thought you was going to the last door?
It's an 11, sir.
Yeah, you try really hard, but the handle doesn't even move.
Ooh. All right.
I scream, "Help me open this big heavy bitch!"
I walk over to the door on the left and I open it as he's trying to open that one.
Okay.
Just ignored.
An alchemist's laboratory surrounds you. Broken glass is strewn across the floor, and liquids of greens and purples and yellows bubble up from the spills. Are you just looking in, or are you going to walk inside of the room?
I'd like to kind of make a perception to see if I see anything first. I want to make sure there's no alchemist in the room before I walk.
Sure. Roll. Anybody who wants to roll perception.
All right, I got 19.
Ooh, 6.
Okay.
I'm still trying to open the door. Fuck all you.
I'll help with the plot door if I can.
Yes.
Roll me a strength check on that.
Not very strong, but I got an 18.
18.
Damn, boy.
It does
I
not
got a
budge.
17.
It is stuck. It is not going anywhere. Back to the other room. As you peer inside, that you kind of get this waft of this acrid smell of chemicals in your nose, and it stings your eyes. There are tables that surround the room on the edges of what you can see, but you can't really see very far into the room. The lights that are there are flickering, but mostly they're off. All of them are covered in
Layden,
alchemical components,
your book.
tools.
Your
Don't do it, kid. Don't listen to him.
But you can't really see that far into the room from outside.
Okay, so it looks like it's a deep room. I can't remember.
Yeah.
You said there's pools of alchemical, I guess, chemicals on the ground.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's
I'm
not
going to.
the whole ground isn't covered, but there's lots of them.
I'm gonna take my tinderbox, light a match, and toss it into the room, like onto one of the chemical things to see if it ignites.
All right. Roll me a Constitution save.
I knew it. I freaking knew it. You got a +1 to this? Ooh, I rolled an 18, 19.
They kind of you get this burst of fire that kind of burns up really, really quickly as if it's incredibly flammable. But it doesn't reach your face. You're able to kind of stave off the heat that comes off from it.
I still like to.
There is an area of the floor that has been burned away that you can step into if you want to.
I'd like to step into it somewhat, and I guess while I have my tinderbox out, I'll go ahead and pull out a torch as well. So, wait, hold on. I have a hooded lantern. I'll take out my lantern and use it to see inside.
Okay. So as you step in, your boots crush the broken glass, kind of in this tinkling crunch sort of sound. And whenever you raise your lantern, you see kind of very vaguely, yellow glowing eyes appear from the corner of the ceiling in the far right end of the room. But the shadows pretty much cover everything. But you can tell that there's something over there.
All right. I unsheath my rapier and I call back to the party. Got a pair of eyes in here.
Well, I've got a door out here. Come help me.
Yeah, the door's still stuck.
Yeah, the door is still stuck.
All right.
Garrett's just gonna abandon the plot door now.
Plot door opens when the plot advances.
You're not the chosen one.
That's an interesting thing that you say. You're not the chosen one.
I'm 2 for 2, boys.
Jesus Christ.
I'll get as far opposite of the door as I can. Pull out my trusty shooters.
As
Okay.
a hooded lantern, can I like? No, I'm thinking of bullseye lantern.
So I have dark vision. I'm sure a few other people in here. Can we not make the outline of how big this thing is with
Nope.
the darkness around?
Black as shit in there.
So
Super
this is not. This is not dark. This is not a darkness that is.
Like a magical darkness.
Yeah, it's not a darkness that's caused by a lack of light.
It's advanced darkness, is what you're saying.
Well,
Okay, SpongeBob.
this room specifically is encapsulated in a bit of a. It's an unusual room. Let's just put it that way. You don't know why, but you can't really tell what the hell. Why is it so dark?
Don't like this, but I'm very curious.
Do you want to go in? Do you guys want to go in the room or what?
Not first.
I'm already in the room though,
Oh, okay. Do you want to
right?
continue
Then
forward?
I step into the room and see the eyes. I stopped moving and I called everyone else. Are they just all standing in the hallway?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Is everybody? Are you guys going into the room or are you all hanging out in the hallway?
I'll go in the room with him.
I try and open the door purely with my feet.
No, nothing happens.
Give me a good rub.
You never know what the door's into.
All right, so as soon as everyone who is going in is in the room, a pealing laugh echoes from the corner of the room where the eyes are before it starts to speak. It says, "How did you get in here? Hmm?
Door.
Yeah, I literally like turned towards the door. And I kind of like the door.
Belt.
You kind of see she sort of like crawls across the wall in this weird spidery way, and then she says, "A door? Where did you find such a door?"
Get the fuck out of there now, boys.
Don't let this one out.
It's in a hallway, obviously.
She says, "A hallway. Where?"
It's in the
What?
media.
Where do you find hallways at? Like, where
Whatever
else
you
is a
say.
hallway?
Whenever you say meteor, you can see that her head kind of jolts upright. And she says, "Well, isn't that isn't any ordinary way now, is it? A meteor? What an odd thing. I visited a meteor once. Wooden walls and carpeted floors. I can just imagine it now." And then you hear her sigh. She says, "But what of you little creatures? What are you doing here in the final days of damnation?"
As soon as she says the final days of damnation, I kind of do that gif and the guy like blinking like, what?
That's a highlighted Morrowind next word to click.
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm scared.
So, assumingly, we can say that you aren't from around here, since you're in this door attached to a hallway.
And she says, "Why, yes, the clock has struck, and tonight we dine with the devil. Perhaps you came to me because you were curious too. Ah, we can do this dance together as we reach for oblivion."
Okay, Jack Nicholson.
Reach for a.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, she jumps toward you from the ceiling, and you can see her in the light from your lamp. Her body looks like a woman dressed in a white coat and hat, except that her hands and arms are spliced open and multiple strips of mutated flesh, ending in long, thin bones hewn to sharpened points, hang free. Her eye sockets are empty, and blood trickles from them, from the black, fleshless holes. Her inhumanly wide mouth, an amalgam of crowded, sharpened teeth. Roll initiative.
Seduce, seduce, seduce.
I persuade.
Am I still in the hallway or am I in there?
I don't know where I thought you were. Are you in the hallway?
All right. Do I hear some shit going on? I'm a roll perception.
Yeah, I imagine
like
you're
a-
probably here.
It's like a 14.
Yeah, you. I'm pretty sure anybody would be able to hear this. So
I got a 20 for my initiative.
As soon as she jumps towards the party, it's just how barn owls act whenever they're threatened, just like.
Just screeching and hissing everywhere.
Oh
Yeah,
god, yeah.
I would love to see that.
I got a 10 initiative.
I rolled a
Alright.
nat 20 for 23.
Well, we can't all be God's chosen, John.
Well, if only watch, I miss every single hit too. Watch. I attack. It's a 5.
All right, who next?
I will run into the room and I suppose roll initiative, unless you just want to make that me going last.
No, that's fine. You can roll.
It's 13.
Okay. All right, who are we missing? We're missing.
Crazy Josh?
I'm missing both Joshes actually.
No.
I have 17. I was the first one.
It's in
Therefore, I
your
put it in the chat.
yeah. You detailed it.
Honestly, I'm not there.
Oh yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
That's right.
Oh, I forget. What did you say yours was, Josh?
17.
17. All right.
Rod,
Where's Gary,
that's
John,
you?
James, Josh? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
Sean's not here yet. I told him to jump in when he gets home.
1, 2, 3,
I'm a
4.
bird with a gun, and I put mine in the Discord if you need it.
There should only be 4 of you.
No, this should be 5 or 6.
There should be
6.
Josh, Sean,
James,
John,
Forrest,
James.
I'll put my initiative.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Gary.
13 initiative. 13 AC.
Josh,
There
it's
you go.
okay. You live in Livingston Parish. We understand how math is.
All right. Okay, so John, you go first.
What's the lighting look like now that she's moved closer? Has the room lit up any?
Oh, remember that Forrest had he has a lamp, so it's got a pretty good range. You guys can see her well enough, but you can see about half of the room with his lamp on the ground. If you guys choose to, you can try to light something else, but for the most part, you can see her.
All right. Then I will head on over there and tell her that I'm not really too fond of these final days things you talk about, so it's not gonna be mine. And attack her.
Okay, roll it
That
up.
is a 14 to hit.
Yep, it hits.
All right, that's the first attack. Second attack is a natural 20 for 25.
That gonna hit?
Here it is. So the first attack is
My boy got those loaded dice.
4 damage.
Right.
And just because, Patrick, I want that crit table.
I don't have a crit table.
Yeah, you have
Oh, all those
know.
times, Garrett. All those times, huh?
Hang on, let's see if I can find one.
Yeah, there's a lot. I searched like D20 crit table or
Okay,
D100
Yeah,
crit table.
there's numerous ones.
Yeah, I found one. All right. What
You can do by
is?
damage type.
Yeah. Okay. What? Roll me a D100.
That is a 45.
All right. 3 times damage.
Ooh. All right, so the first hit was 4. The second one is max.
Jesus.
Max damage. So that is 27.
Holy crap.
So that's 31 damage total.
Yeah. So you have swords, right?
Rapiers. Yes.
Rapiers, that's what I thought. So you come at her, and as you swing the first swing, you slice off one of her small, like the very end of her tendrils. And then because you're very adept at what you do, you turned around and sliced with the second one, and she wasn't expecting it. And 3 of the tendrils from the middle of her bone arm all the way fall off and just kind of like flop on the ground there. And she hisses and screams, "Ah!" In this insane way from your attack. Forrest, you are next.
I so sick and tired. Every room trying to stab me, trying to bite me, trying to eat me. Oh my god.
Must be
So
pretty tasty.
magic. So magic is that I go into a rage.
Mm.
And I'm going to stab her with a rapier.
Okay, roll it up.
That will be 23 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So 13 damage.
13 damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's 9 piercing damage, and then wait, technically they haven't gone yet. So do I get sneak attack?
You are actually next to me since you're attacking, and because there is an adjacent person within 5 feet that is an ally to an.
Oh, gotcha. I'm thinking of the assassination.
No. So basically, if you're fighting an enemy and there's an ally within 5 feet of you,
Yeah.
you get sneak attack. Or if you have advantage, you get sneak attack.
Yeah, I was thinking of the assassinate feature where if an enemy hasn't gone in combat, but that makes it a critical. That's not. No, yeah, okay. So yeah, I had the sneak attack bonus of 4 damage to get a total of 13.
Okay. All right. So, as you come at her, she's just kind of taken some damage from Skriz, and so she turns to defend herself, but right as she does, your swing catches her at the same way, and the force from her turning and you swiping with your rapier, you slice off another of the mutated tendrils. All right, now it is Josh's turn.
Okay. I am. Let's see. Double check because I got a few cool little extra things I get to do with my Aldridge Blast this time. Okay, so I wonder why it's not showing up in my fucking shit. There we go. I found it. So can I notice, like, is there a bunch of those chemicals like around where she's standing?
Yeah, I mean they're all over the ground, and you can tell that they're if you look, which it doesn't take much effort at all, you'll notice that it's like piercing into her feet, and like it's just it kind of makes you nauseated to look at.
Okay. So for my action, I am going to Eldritch Blast her. So if this hits, I've got Repelling Blast, so I'm able to push her 10 feet away from where I hit her.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and try to roll that. So. Ooh. It's going to be 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And then. So D10 now. Yep. Oh shit. That's 13 damage from rolled max damage on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so it's going to push her 10 feet away from the group of guys. And
Okay.
as she flies back, I was standing at the door whenever I noticed that those chemicals kind of heated, like kind of miniature exploded.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that's in the room will hear Bufo say, "While she's away, light the chemicals, burn her." And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. It is James's turn.
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck to do. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt because I've never done that.
Okay.
So this is just lightning?
I think so.
No, I want Chaos Bolt. That's the one I'm looking for. I want it to be chaotic. Oh my god, a nat 20.
Jesus, man.
Well, okay.
Patrick, are you having fun with your friends trivializing your dungeon?
No, it's fine. Honestly, I think it's great. I mean, if you
Look,
guys, if
It
you
makes
guys
up
get
for
through
last
this,
time when we didn't roll well.
yeah, if you guys get through this without her doing anything, I'm rooting for you, honestly, because if it's her turn, she's gonna fuck you guys up so bad.
Give me that table, son.
All right, roll me a D100, please.
It is 35.
35 is. Let's see.
The damage is just 13, so just whatever happens.
Okay, so it's double damage.
Okay.
So that's 26 damage, and she gets knocked prone.
James, what's your character?
Arden Windstep. I am an Air Genasi wind sorcerer.
How
So,
do you spell a name?
so,
Or just put it in chat.
so as you cast Chaos Bolt, you fucking just go, you get all Dragon Ball Z and you zap the shit out of her, and it knocks her back onto the glass on the ground, and it cuts into her arms and stuff. And normally, any normal creature would be freaked out by this, but she's just insane, and so she just kind of screams out more from being angered than anything. All right, it is Garrett's turn.
All right. First of all, I want to speak to the creature.
Okay.
Listen, you're a very attractive monster girl. We could work this out. You could join me, and we could escape together. I want to try a persuasion.
Okay. Roll me a D20. Well, roll persuasion. I mean.
14.
She screams at the top of her lungs and says, "The only thing that matters to me is progress, and unless you want to devote your body to me, that is the only means of use I will find."
That's kind of what I was hinting at, but I think we're thinking two different things.
Oh my.
Can I shoot the explosive liquid pooling underneath there with my guns?
Yes, you
Cool
can.
slow
Talk
motion.
about hashtag shoot your shot.
Do it, man. Do
Oh,
it. Okay, so
Would I hit a
roll.
target or?
Right, isn't that so? That's the thing where you have to like roll it. I think you roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, if you're calling the shot.
Yeah.
Disadvantage to hit the ground. Okay.
Well, it's a pretty. It's sort of hard because this is a big area. I don't think you're gonna have disadvantage. That's why I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think
Well,
you're gonna have any trouble.
how small is the container though?
It's not a. It's the whole room, man. The whole floor is
then-
covered in shit. So like, if he shoots by her even a little bit, it's gonna spark. So I don't
Oh,
think you
then-
need to roll for disadvantage. You should be fine.
I got
it's
a 6 and a 16.
The 16 will hit. The 6 does
Awesome.
not. All right, so you shoot at the ground, and it immediately sparks, and in a giant poof, it flames up and burns the chemicals that are around her, and it lights her body, which has been soaked in all these chemicals, on fire, and so she is now on fire, and she takes. Let's see. Let's see how much damage should that be.
I get bow tie.
Roll me a d12.
A D12.
Yes.
9.
Okay.
How strange.
So she is currently on fire.
What?
Um,
Is this a new table?
and she will now be
The
taking
dots?
a
That monster
d12 of
is
damage
on
every
fire.
turn.
We could have been something.
So she is on fire and just screaming at the top of her lungs. She's just furious and she's insane to say the least.
She wasn't before. She's
And-
redhead now.
Jesus. And it is now her turn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Garrett, give me your character name. Just type it.
I'm still. I was thinking of changing it from Joel because I don't want any like,
Oh,
oh, Last of Us guy.
Oh, who cares, man? None of us think of it that way. Name it whatever you want.
Yeah, I was thinking of changing my character's name because I'm having trouble fucking pronouncing.
Yeah, let me look up famous cowboys and steal something.
Sycia?
It's pronounced like with like O sound, but yeah.
So, she doesn't roll very well. She says, and she lets out this crazed scream, much worse than the rest of her stuff so far. She's just losing her mind, and it rattles each of you down to your bones. And the tendrils of her arm that had fallen off begin to shake and writhe, and they grow and mutate into skeletal creations, like skeletal undead zombified versions. They look humanoid, so to kind of. They smell really terrible, and they have these long arms. Each of them has one long bone spike. And unfortunately for her, one of them turns and instead of attacking you guys, attacks her.
One of her tendrils?
No, one of the creatures that her tendril became attacks her.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it swings its long arm and shanks her in the chest with one of the spikes.
Okay.
Yeah, and she takes takes it and just gets knocked back a little bit, but she's in pretty rough shape. And it is John's turn.
I respelled my name. Just the other spelled it.
What do you mean you respelled your name?
He changed the spelling of it.
Yeah.
It's too
Oh,
fucking
okay,
late.
I see it.
It's already written down.
As
So she is on fire.
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Being attacked by her own body.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
One of them. There are 4 of them in the room now. One of
4
them is
them?
attacking. Yep. And one of them is attacking her.
Well, then I guess we're gonna take out that main threat, and I'm gonna go back and keep slicing and dicing.
All right, roll it up.
Ooh, first hit is a 10.
Nope.
Second hit is worse.
Oh, okay.
Gonna be a no for me, dog.
So you go in trying to shank her up, and she's kind of in this enraged, crazed thing, and she's just flailing all over the place, and so she's she's moving too erratically for you to really be able to follow her actions. Forest.
Gonna dash forward and try to get her with my rapier.
Okay, roll it up.
That is does 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Yeah. Because you're in range. I'll sneak attack. 1-4. But I still got 11, 12.
Okay. So you rear back with your rapier and slice her head off. Lops off. Falls to the ground. Rolls
Damn it.
off. The zombified creatures that were there kind of melt away into nothingness. All of you are a bit surprised because you would think that this creature was a little bit more than than she was, but as you notice, her body and all of the parts that were part of her body slowly kind of begin to go back together, and her skin and her bones and all the pieces that had fallen off begin to knit back together, and instead of them coming back together and forming what she was before when you saw her, she looks like a normal human woman. She looks very old, but she is a normal human woman. She breathes her last breath, and it's this weird cackling laugh before she stops breathing, with this really unusual smile on her lips.
The head.
No, the whole body. The head wiggled back over to the body and reconnected.
This sounds like some real monster shit.
Huh?
Sounds like some of the thing.
Yeah, what kind of thing is this?
It is some weird shit. Don't get me wrong. Wait, what? Hello?
We can hear you.
I think it was somebody's TV or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're
So
fine.
do y'all have 2 owlkins in the party?
Well,
One
we
in the
have-
Kinku.
we have an Owlkin and we have a Crowman.
Yep.
Bird adjacent
All right.
brotherhood.
Bird adjacent.
Josh, what are you playing?
I am a Alkin.
She's the owl.
Okay, what is Forrest playing?
I'm a half elf.
Yeah, not a fish.
Not a fish, not this.
Half elf. All right. I don't
Oh
know.
wait, what were you playing?
Okay.
Other Josh?
Oh, other Josh.
I haven't been. I'm not there yet.
You'll see. You'll see.
Okay,
Oh.
just
Alright.
want to give a
Oh.
side note. Juvenile's unleashing or bringing out his own brand of drink.
The rapper?
Yeah,
Who?
Is he still alive?
yeah.
I'm gonna ask another question. Who was that?
Juvenile from the 504 Boys, bringing back the 99 2000.
Well,
It's called Juvie
well-
Juice.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
No.
You sounded so confident and sure with your response. I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, of course, him. You know,
Fucking juvie juice.
I'm gonna take my rapier and I'm gonna poke a fucking hole in this bitch's throat. Just a little coup de grace just to make sure she's down.
She is. She
I don't
is
think she's
definitely
down now.
she is definitely just a dead body at this point.
So,
Good.
what is
Creepy.
Sean? What is Sean gonna be playing whenever he gets back?
He
What
is
race?
a high elf bard.
Okay.
Oh, also, yeah, he's a huge stoner, and he asks what people's weed policy is whenever he meets them.
It's true.
That's right.
He is a high elf, literally.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
He's
totally
not
missed on
literally
me.
like that sub race. He's just a high elf.
Yeah.
Really, Jace? It's taking you this long to
It's
get...
taken me this long. It's been 25 years. Okay.
God.
But I'm gonna, flick my rapier to get any chemicals or blood or whatever, any kind of liquids off of it. Stash it, and I'm gonna raise my lantern and get a better look at the room now that Himiko here is dead.
Oh, okay. As you walk around, you see that it seems like a lab, like a science lab. There's a lot of really unusual glass beakers and just regular old stuff. I mean, you can roll perception to see if you find anything
Yeah. I'll give it-
more.
I'll give a good percept.
Ooh, I got a 15.
That's not gonna do anything. I got a 6.
You said you got a 15.
And I got a 15.
You find a number of books. You can sit and look through them if you want. A lot of them just seem like regular old science books, but you never know. Maybe one of them might have something pretty wonderful if you.
Yeah, I'll grab a couple of them and stash them in my bag for us to look at after this whole thing's going on.
And I grab a couple. Are there any like empty vials and glasses?
Yeah,
Or they're all shattered.
there's plenty of empty ones.
And I grab like 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them.
Sure, yeah.
I stash away 4 or 5 glass vials. Just you never know when.
Does anybody else want to roll to see if they find anything?
Yeah, I'll roll. I got a perception 18.
It's a pretty good one. So you find, I guess you're a little bit more ingenuitive than everybody else. You look under one of the tables, and instead of finding, glass vials and stuff, you find a what's called a thieves' mirror. Basically, it looks like a small pocket mirror, but instead of just being a mirror, whenever you touch the surface of it, you can reach inside of it, and it has a place to hide thieves' tools.
Okay.
Oh, that's really cool. Dang. Too bad I rolled a 6.
Well, I mean, you guys can give it to whoever you want. I don't care. It's up to y'all.
Yeah. Finders keep it. I need it all.
I don't know, man. We don't generally play finders keepers in other games. Normally, it's like, who wants this shit?
No, that's how my character thinks.
Ah, okay, that works. All right, are you
But I'm
guys
very
gonna-
greedy. So
Yeah, you're the raven. You like shiny stuff.
Shinies.
All right. So, what do you guys do from here?
did the other door lock shut like the previous ones did?
You gotta go check.
Disappeared
I'll
though.
go check.
Did the others just?
The one across the hall is gone, but the one at the end of the hall is still there.
Will it now open? Would you like to go try again?
Yeah, go for it.
No, I hate that door. It doesn't even work.
I'll walk up and try to open the door.
Okay, it opens.
That door.
I turn and I say, I guess you loosened it up for me.
I didn't lose a shit. Fuck that door.
What's funny is you actually could have opened it earlier, but I'm not gonna get into all that.
What it is, you didn't say friend in Elvish.
Yeah, my criteria was that I had to try and fucking turn the knob with my ass cheeks.
If you knew the word for friend in Elvish, I would have let you open that door just because of that.
It's just
That's a little
melon.
chuckle.
It's melon, but you say it weird. You say melon.
You say
know,
fantasy.
You say it in fantasy.
You just say it in fantasy.
Okay,
In subtitles it says friend Elvish.
So you guys open the door, and it's this large, rounded room with pillars large, Roman-looking pillars that hold up a dome ceiling. In the top of the dome, you can see there's blue sky and white clouds that are passing above you through the windows of the dome, and it bathes the room in this soft yellow light. In the center of the room stands this massive, towering golden figure of the body of a man with the head of a lion. And in his hand, he's got both of his hands in front of him on the butt of this giant greatsword. No doors are visible from anywhere in the room, and the only way out is through the way that you entered.
This is the strangest meteor and rock formation I've ever found.
Yeah.
So you've been in other meteors before?
I've been in other rocks before, and a meteor is just a space rock, I do believe.
Well, I don't even know how you get into rocks, but okay. I mean, I've been in caverns.
Well, I brought the pickaxe.
Huh?
Isn't a cavern just another way to be in a rock?
In a sense. I mean,
It's really the absence of some rock.
So what do you guys do?
It's a large lion-headed thing that kind of disturbs me a little bit. And
Do you guys want to inspect the room? Do you want to?
I go straight for the fridge.
I'll investigate the lion head.
That's a throwback there, James. Good job.
Yeah, I know.
Damn. I only got an 8 on perceiving the room, so nothing.
Does anybody else want to roll perception for the room?
I will.
So, nothing in the fridge or.
Crazy tonight.
It's a 19.
That is a nat 1. I'm assuming nothing's in the fridge.
19 as well.
Oh, okay. For those of you that are not James,
Fuck off.
you notice that there are symbols around the room at different points in the structure of the dome ceiling, and you see that at the feet of at the foot of the statue there is a small recess with a cube-shaped thing. And the cube on it has different symbols on each side.
Different symbols on each side.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else in the room that looks to resemble these runes?
The symbols, yeah.
The symbols that are on the top of that are in the dome. So there's one directly above you at the very highest point of the dome. And then there are 4 symbols on the rounded part of the dome, and they do match the symbols on the square.
How the square that's in there now, does it match where the symbols are located in the room?
No.
I guess I'll try to see if the cube moves any.
Yeah, it does.
To match correlation to the symbols.
I mean, you can move it to where they do match.
Yeah, that's what I'm. If it can move, I'm gonna look at the ceiling and reference the cube back and forth to get it to line up.
Okay. As you do, a doorway appears in one of the stone walls, with stairs that lead up into darkness.
Does anyone else have any other lights besides Socia over there?
Where are these stairs? I go up the stairs.
I do have torches if we need to light some.
I don't even care. I'll blindly go up the stairs. I don't even think this character has dark vision.
Well, it doesn't matter if you have dark vision. We kind of can't really see anyway.
This is not magical darkness. You would be able to see just fine up these stairs.
Oh, what do you know? I don't have dark vision.
I will follow you up the stairs. Point out whenever there's something trippy.
How do goblins not have dark vision?
That's what I was about to
Yeah,
say.
what the fuck?
Or they did.
No.
I thought they did too.
I'll have to look at that.
I may not have dark vision, but I can always hold my breath, even when I'm not incapacitated.
So wait, are you gonna go up the thing?
I do it. I go straight up them stairs like it's a dare.
All right. As you reach the highest point of the stairs, you enter into a mysterious clearing in the forest. The air of the ancient forest around you is crisp and cool. The towering trees stretch upward, their branches casting eerie shadows that dance across the forest floor. The moonlight filters through the canopy, dappling the forest with a soft silvery glow. The ground is cold and damp underfoot, and the sound of rustling leaves. Good night. And the sound of rustling leaves and twigs fills the air as nocturnal creatures move about their business. The forest seems alive with sounds from the hoots of owls to the chirping of crickets and the distant howl of wolves. As you look around a bit, um, you notice that there is a fire, and at that fire, there's a skeletal man in armor, stoking the fire, poking the coals before adding another log and reseating himself where he had been. A mysterious glowing pool of green liquid stands behind him, placid, but he gives it no notice. On a table before the pool sets a number of green vials, of all of them filled and ready to be used.
So does he tell us to rest here? It's been a long journey.
Did we just
Curious
ignore the
as to
lion
how
guy?
Uh, did we? There's a
Oh,
lion guy.
What? No, y'all didn't do anything to the lion statue.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought he was
This
telling
is
me he was telling me there's a lion
I
guy.
thought it was a
no.
guy.
There is a
Statue.
skeletal man in armor stoking the fire in front of you.
I gotta figure out how I feel about skeletons. I guess
Is the I guess is a forest, so I guess is it wide enough of a berth? Is there enough room for us to kind of like walk around him to kind of like see their face, their
I mean,
skeletal face,
you
or
can
are we facing him?
you
Is it
guys can
facing us?
see it very well. It's not like
Oh, I thought it was back was turned to us.
no. You guys are perpendicular to what he's doing.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm literally in a
hello.
party with a goblin and two birds, so skeleton's not the weirdest thing to me. Yeah, you
Doesn't
called out,
speak.
so.
I cast levitate on the skeleton.
Whoa! Whoa!
Nothing happens.
You missed.
No, it's well. He's just kind of doing his own thing, minding his own business. He's not he's not in any way a threat, if that makes sense. Like he doesn't seem like he's threatening at all. He's just kind of if you didn't know better, you would think it was just a guy who was camping.
Did he say anything to us?
I don't think he recognizes that you guys are. I mean, it's really dark where y'all are at.
Didn't you call to him?
No,
Yes.
nobody said anything to
Yeah,
him.
Garrett did.
Oh, okay.
Said, hello,
I didn't hear that.
friendly skeleton.
Go ahead, Josh.
Hail, travelers! It's been quite a while since I've had company. Please sit and enjoy the fire with me. I'm afraid I haven't got any food for you, but I'm more than glad to share the fire. Might I ask your names?
I am Arden Windstep.
Well met.
Socia Carathis.
Well met.
Samuel Holden, cowboy bird.
Let me hold it.
Well met to you too.
I guess I walk.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, he's
Well-
just an owl. He doesn't. We don't let him have a name.
As we walk over and share the
Trying
fire.
to keep track of how many have responded. Have all of them responded?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right.
I'm Skriz Plasmix.
There we go. That's everybody.
Well met. My name is Zenthal. I've been here guarding this pool for, well, a long time. Doros tasked me with waiting for a group of heroes that can find me to take these flasks that I have filled and weather the coming storm. I am to join them with the last flask, although my body has withered away in time here. I don't know what they do, but I am told there is a purpose more dire than any that has come before. If you would choose to take part in the drink with me, we could be on our way to a ever fruitful adventure.
Hell yeah.
Are you holding these flasks in your hands?
No, I'm sort of Vanna Whiting them right now.
Who's Vanna White?
Vanna
I'm
White's
not
a very well known goddess.
Oh,
Should-
I thought she was a bard, but I wasn't real sure.
No, I thought she just mined things. Are we talking about the same Vanna?
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck any of y'all are talking about. I grab a flask and I drink it. I drink it before anybody. I drink it fast.
Oh shit.
He never said to drink it.
It's share, right?
I mean, I'll try to follow suit. I'm not sure that that's what we're doing, but I will pour it over my body and
It's all gonna pour out and make xylophone noises.
fiction.
I will grab a glass, and then I will wait to see what happens to them.
Yeah, wait to
Great.
see what happens to James.
Isn't that what all you fucks do anyway?
No, you
I'm
don't
not
give us a
sure
chance
how
to. You
this
just do it.
works.
So,
I'm
okay,
not hearing a no.
James, you drank the flask. Who all has trying to keep up with James's antics is wonderful.
I'm not entirely sure of what happens whenever I pour it in the open jaw of mine, but it does pour through my armor at very least.
Okay. It doesn't. Nothing
God,
will
neither
happen
am I.
to any of you until all of you have drank it.
Well, then I just won't drink it.
Josh, what's your character's name?
Don't tell him that.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, John?
What's your character's name?
Zenthal. I'll type it in chat.
Okay.
Sorry.
I pass out the flasks to everyone else.
I'm gonna pop the
Poofo
cork
kinda
off of it
pops.
and kind of waft it around. Smell it like I'm trying to, like I'm a wine connoisseur.
It tastes just like Kool-Aid. You'll love it.
Does it taste just? That's the question. Does it?
Oh.
It tastes like
Seems
tastes
like
like watermelon Kool-Aid.
we have an addition to us today.
Fuck me,
Yeah.
Sean.
I know, man. I'm sorry. I was getting stuff on my guinea pig.
Okay, that's a good excuse.
You missed the most epic introduction.
Oh, fuck. Dude, what is this? Man, that's the worst thing to say to the cunt arriving late. Oh, all the good shit's already happened. No.
This isn't the.
Sorry, we can't even explain it to you. How
It's
awesome
too
it
cool
was.
to describe.
So cool.
We tried to
Man.
film it to show you, but it crashed the video. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
But hey, now that your character has done T-posing in the background, here's a flask that you're supposed to drink.
Right, yeah. Sean, just to take you, bring you back up to speed. There is, you are You are with everyone, and you're in front of a skeletal man in armor who is Josh Turner, and
I've just asked you
yeah,
to imbibe a glowing green flask.
Okay. All right. Well, since you asked so nicely, I think honestly, I'm just getting caught up. Jape snaps out of his fugue state and drinks the green fluid.
all right.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow!
Is there
Only
anything you want to ask?
Hell no, man. Looks good enough to me. I'm gonna drink the fluid.
It tastes like
only one
watermelon.
of you have tried to do this so far. I didn't really know what was going to happen, but here we are.
It was a particular dank weed there.
You think I fuck around? I drinks the flask.
All right.
All I heard was it was green.
Oh my god.
Nothing bad happens.
Yet.
No, nothing bad happens. You guys are just
It's gonna turn me into a furry or something.
no.
So yeah, I suppose whenever I
Nothing
pour
that
it
terrible.
down, it just sort of spills out the bottom of my armor like I pissed myself or something.
Oh, no, actually, whenever you drink it, as soon as it goes into your jaw, it disappears as if you had drank it.
Holy shit! This is better stuff than I thought.
For the first time in
a tiny
thousands
sip.
of years, you feel fulfilled and you feel like there's something positive, something wonderful is going to happen.
It's about goddamn time. Hurry up, you piss ants.
I'll stop checking for legs on this fluid and drink it.
Okay. Same thing happens to you guys who drink it. You feel good. You feel like you've accomplished something, as strange as that may sound. It feels like you've reached this climactic point in your life.
Shit,
I've had this drink
something every morning.
I feel like I've had this drink before.
All right, is everybody drinking it or not?
Hell yeah.
All right. So as the last of you drinks this drink, you look to one another, and then it feels as though you are falling. You're consumed in an infinite shadow, and you have no recollection of which direction is up, or your stomach twists and turns as the black nothingness spins around you. And you lose consciousness, but before you close your eyes,
We're all
I
fucking
forgot
dead.
to put out
You all
the
drank the poison.
fire.
you hear a familiar voice calling your name in the void. You awake.
It says, why would you drink that shit?
You awake, groggy and lightheaded in your carriage. With
Oh,
a
it's the start of
strange-
Skyrim.
with a strange green potion sitting upon your lap. The feelings pass, and you're left with a sense that you have forgotten something on the long ride to Antaron. It's left your muscles feeling cramped and sore. You place the potion in your bag and leaving it to be examined later. As you look out the window, you hear the recognizable clop of horse feet on stone and see the lofty spires of Whitehaven Keep. Its white stone walls boxed in the sharp points of the red towers that are stabbed into the sky. As your carriage reaches the gate, it slows down for a moment before being waved in by a silver armored guard. The flags of Antaron, a blood-red background carrying a circle engulfed in black fire, wave in the cool fall winds. The blue sky above you carries seabirds and white clouds. As your carriages come to stop, inside the castle gates, you hear coachmen say, "Whoa," to the horses before tapping twice to let you know that you had reached your destination. Each of you exits your carriage and notice that there are several other people leaving other carriages at the same time. Feeling that you have forgotten something grows stronger, but you wave it off as the remainders of the lost dream as you enter the castle. You, along with the others who exited their carriages, are shuffled into a room plush with couches covered in red velvet cushions. The walls are padded and the golden ribbons adorn them in crosses, only interrupted by elaborately filigreed paintings of men who, upon close inspection, look nearly identical. After a few moments, a tall, thin man with an even thinner mustache and a powdered white wig enters the room. You're gonna have to Bear with me with my bronchitis ass. Hello, he says as he curtsies deeply. It is with great pleasure that I welcome each of you to Whitehaven Keep. You have been selected from a grand pool of King Rovanair's most devoted subjects to take part in what Chancellor Lorena Cromwell calls the experiment of a lifetime. She's taken several subjects so far, but she tells the king that only the finest will do. And so you are here. In a moment, I will lead you all into the main chamber, where you will be blessed by the presence of King Rovanair himself. You will address him either as Your Infinite Majesty, the Binding Light of Anais, or the King Undying. The man, the man's face looks as though his smile cannot fade even if he wanted it to, and he continues. If at any time you refer to him by any other name, you'll be publicly executed, and your dead body will be paraded through the streets to be finally left in eastern slums to be consumed by the ever-hungry mouths of the poor. Do you understand these rules as they have been spoken to you? And he waits for your response.
I leave.
Question. Are we sure he's not like a giant half-human lobster in high heels and fishnets?
That's
No. Yes, Powerpuff Girls.
I've already left. I'm down the road.
You can't.
Patrick, that was absolutely perfect because all I could hear was like, "Ish you along."
That's exactly what I'm going for.
Bro, Patrick's being the clown guy from fucking Hunter x Hunter.
Oh god.
Hisoka?
You know, Hisoka, yeah.
Oh,
That's exactly
God.
who I'm envisioning right now.
My
You can tell me
God.
literally any description, I'm still picturing Hisoka.
I'll be honest, that's not far off. That's not too far off.
Go!
Oh my god.
Alright, so
Point of
I met
interest,
his I
I'm
met his voice
assuming
actor.
that I'm wearing sort
Wow.
of traveling clothes.
yeah, you just look like you're like your regular clothes that you would expect to be wearing on a journey.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So-
like, wearing cloth coverings over my face and hands and everything, so I look more of like a gaunt humanoid other than anything.
Josh, roll me
overtly-
roll me a
Which
20.
Josh?
20. Josh Turner.
Right. Fucking light.
So, can you give me those names again? Because that first one sounds kind of unnecessarily long.
I rolled 17. I don't know if I'm adding anything to this.
No. You notice that your hands to your eyes look very thin, almost skeletal.
Wait. What?
They seem a bit hazy almost. You're having trouble figuring that out.
Stop.
I look around real quick.
How far is this confusion? Am I confused about me?
You seem like you've got it.
Does this seem odd that I would have that there would be bones underneath what
No,
I am
you're
about to
not.
pull off of my hand?
You're not. You're not.
I say don't give him any information, so the confusion is genuine.
Right
you're-
now, I'm trying to decide whether or not I am going to pull a glove off, or whether or not I am, or just sort of semi-confused about why I'm here.
you are more overwhelmed by this feeling like you've left, like kind of like you left the burner on at home, like you like something is going on that I can't remember, and you're trying to figure it out.
Does he feel gushy?
Okay, so I feel blank.
You said
Like
what now?
I am having a lot of confusion about my circumstances, my body in
Well,
general.
I mean,
Yes, you're going
technically,
through
he did leave
puberty.
the burner on at home.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I will, this odd, confused state, begin to pull this glove off of my hand.
It looks like a skeletal hand. You're not really surprised by it for some reason.
Oh
How is it not
shit.
helping my computer?
Oh shit. Oh, I pull it back over my hand and kind of look around to see if anyone noticed me do this
Uh,
little.
the other people in the party, the other people that are in the room with you, they saw it, but no one seems even remotely surprised by it.
I'm still going to pull it as far down as possible and try to figure out what's happening.
Okay.
Do we all have similar effects?
Yeah, everybody feels kind of like
Mhm.
that right now. Everybody's having, you're sort of all overwhelmed with this feeling of just kind of like something's missing and you can't figure out what it is. But
Guns.
the weird the weird man is not really very patient, and he asks you again, "Do you agree?"
I'm sorry. Can you say those names again? Because that first one sounds unnecessarily long.
He curtsies and says, "No, do you agree?"
He curtsies and says no.
Yeah.
Have we seen any armed soldiers or anyone that looks like they could take us in a fight so far in this room?
Yes, there are
We have?
there
Okay.
are armed guards.
Wasn't expecting a yes.
I was about to say I was going to talk tons of shit, but let me think about it now.
There are armed guards at every single door. You guys are at you're at a castle.
This is like that party that wants to be chaotic evil, but then Patrick keeps putting badasses, and we're like, we'll be good.
yeah, we want to be hard cunts, but everyone's a real hard cunt, so we kind of. Yeah, no, look, Jape is going to preemptively, cautiously agree, even though knowing inside I've already forgotten what the cunt wants to be called. So I'm going to nod and smile politely. Yeah, all right, that sounds fair enough.
So, if I were to say the Undying King, would I lose my head?
No, that's what they want. That's
all
what
I can remember, so we'll go with that.
Okay.
I thought it was King
That's the only
Undying.
one I can
Yeah.
remember right
It's-
now.
Undying King is way less sucking him off than I thought too, so I'm okay with calling him that.
It is.
I just don't want to suck him off, really.
is
Yeah, that's not too bad.
the king undying.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I'd probably call myself that if I was him, actually.
Dying.
Anyway,
Wait, which is it? Does it matter if I say it in the wrong order?
You'll find out soon, bitch.
Roll the dice, brother.
Smiley Clown Man, please tell me.
What did you call me, King Undying? I'm the Undying King. Kill this man.
yeah, no, it doesn't matter that much, but
Oh, you made it sound like it was very, very important.
well, that's because he's an asshole.
Well, I'm glad you said it. I'll let him know.
Okay, so as you guys agree, he curtsies again and opens a door and motions for you to follow him. On the sides of the door are two very, very tall creatures. You can't tell what they are because they're in these like silver, like steel armor. And as you walk into this larger chamber, you notice that this room is lined with them. And then on the outside of the door that you guys are walking out of, there are two more. I mean, they're everywhere. You enter a room with ceilings that are 40 feet high. The natural light bleeds in from the windows that span the length of the walls, showering the intricate tapestries hanging on and above from above you. As you approach the dais, you see an older man sitting atop a gilded throne. Upon his head is a crown thickly encrusted with red and black jewels of varying sizes. On his right stands an incredibly short woman in red and black robes. Something about her countenance stands out as strange. Her advanced age has left age spots across her skin, but there are fewer wrinkles than an older woman should have. Something about her makes you feel like you know her. The thin man walks you forward, and clears his throat before speaking. He unfurls a long scroll before himself and begins reading. Here before you are the greatest land our land has to offer. Bufotralia, scholar and carrier of the orb of Zenhetra. Skriz, known for his detection and capture of the seven-headed mountain goose of Tral. Jace Gapington, renowned musician and herbal specialist. Cicea Certeas, I never know how to pronounce it. Investigator extraordinaire, Joel Chambers, the one and true gun of the West. Aradin Windstep, known to many as Lord and Master of the Sharpened Gale, and finally, Zenthal of Duros, Hand of the Infinite One. These that come before you, your infinite majesty, were handpicked for the work that Chancellor Cromwell has deemed her greatest work. With your blessing, I will lead them down into... Behind you, the two massive doors leading into the king's chamber smash open with a resounding crack as they clap against the walls behind them. King Rovanair! King Rovanair! A young man wearing the blue smock and trousers screams. He runs up to the throne and he tries to catch his breath as he's leaning on his knees. I'm here from just across the river. I have this for you. And he hands off a scroll to the strange and weirdly mustachioed man, who takes it and he reads it. He's a bit annoyed, obviously, because he's been interrupted. And he saunters over to the king and he hands him the scroll. And everybody's kind of quiet at this point. Nobody really knows what's going on. And the king sits and reads the scroll. And he looks over at the man and he looks back to the scroll. He says, "What is this?" My master sent me here. He told me I had to bring it to you. He reads the scroll again and... Well, it's not like Ironhaven to be so brash about things. Tell me, what is it exactly that's happening in Ironhaven? And the boy who's breathing heavily goes, well, last night we were sitting there and everything was fine, and out of nowhere we heard a crash, and then things got a bit out of order. We were trying to figure out what the crash was, and then it smashed through the gates. It came down, and even the king wasn't someone who could live through this. And he looked at the king looks at the boy and says, "You mean to tell me that Whitestone is dead?" Yes, King Whitestone did not make it through the demon's barrage. He rolls up the scroll, throws it to the side, and says, "I don't believe a word you're saying. Whitestone is the strongest among us, and I would not have my kingdom if it weren't for him. You bring me a scroll that says some red demon broke into your city, into Ironhaven of all places, and killed King Whitestone. I don't believe a word you're saying. Guards! Put him in the brig. We won't be keeping anyone in my court who thinks that they can lie to me. Perhaps a night in the dungeon will teach you to lie." What is it?
Can I do an insight check on the boy?
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
Nope, never mind. It's that one.
Yep, you have no idea what the hell he's saying. You don't know if he's true or not. So some guards rush out from the sides, and they snatch him up, and he's kicking and screaming. He's, no, I swear, I am here as a messenger to try to show you there is a way that we can handle this. Please, enough. And
Good timing.
he's dragged.
No.
Dragged out of a side door. He's dragged out of a side door, and everything is quiet again. Like I was saying, these are Chancellor Cromwell's. I get what you're saying, the king says. Now, each of you, I don't know if what that boy said was true, but you were here to hear it. I'm not sure if I should have all of you thrown in the dungeon with them to keep your mouths shut. Or not. And the older woman next to him leans over and says, "Well, now, I don't think that is quite the way we should go about this. Perhaps instead, we could utilize them, as they are the greatest of our kingdom, to determine if what you were reading was true."
Patrick, I'm going to send you a message.
Okay. Just gonna say
Also, does guidance influence skill checks, or is it just like
Skill
if you're
checks.
doing a straight up like
Skill
strength
checks.
or dexterity? It does.
Skill checks, yes.
All right, I'm kind of looking around. Like, I know there's a bard in the party. I don't remember which one of you it is.
G'day, g'day, g'day.
Oh
Character-wise,
yes,
he doesn't remember.
the
Ah.
fucking. All right. What? Shit. How would I'm looking. Shit. How would I even begin to assess which one of you would have the gift of gab?
What?
It ain't me.
The gift of gab. Which one has
Usually,
had more to say than any of the others since we've got here?
Jape Gabington.
yep.
So if y'all notice, like if y'all like glance towards Bufo, he's just kind of like staring down this woman, but keeping
It's
his
like,
mouth shut.
He's
like
wanting
if you
some of
looked
that.
at him, you'd be like, "Whoa, fuck!"
Yeah, well,
He's
it's
staring at
like
me.
if he's also, if you also notice, Bufo is kind of, he's not necessarily shivering, but he's not in a good place right now, and he's just ready to get out of there.
So he looks like he's like tensed, like almost
Yes.
ready to sort of spring into action, sort of.
Yes,
Bufo's
he's
over there looking
very
like
tense.
he's confronting his abuser.
All right.
So
So
yeah, he's tense, and it's just basically he's like he's wanting to finish this interaction.
Quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a step over. Like, I'm not sure how far away Jape is from me. Like, is
You guys are
he?
all like
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
see that.
I imagine I'm like a couple feet away. I'm just chilling.
Yeah,
If
y'all are
he
right
is,
by each
if
other,
he's
though.
close enough, I would like to reach out and like sort of discreetly touch him and cast guidance on him. Like, he may be the best we have at getting us out of this without bloodshed. So if you'll
Okay.
allow me that.
Um,
I don't know if I need to roll anything to do
No,
that
it's
without getting
no, it's
noticed.
just a touch, and it happens, and
Well,
Jape
I want
gets
to
the
do it
ability.
I want to do it discreetly so that I'm not like, because it is verbal and somatic. So I don't, I don't want fucking king and country thinking that I'm doing something that is going to be
sus.
problematic,
Well, for the moment, the chancellor and the king are kind of
distracted or something.
yeah, they're talking to each other because the chancellor is she's genuinely wanting all of you to stay alive. Why? I don't know. I mean, that's her thing, but
So yeah, I'll kind of
she seems interested in trying to keep you guys from harm for some reason or another.
So yeah, I'll kind of shift over towards Jape and just kind of under my breath, like, let Doros guide you, as I touch him and cast guidance. So you'll get a D4 on your next, uh, roll.
Like, okay.
It's only gonna work on like your skill rolls, or like if he makes you do like a strength or dexterity or something like that. It won't be saves. I don't think it works on saves.
It's not
Does it work on
saves.
saves? No. Yeah, but like if he did a straight charisma roll or something like that, it would work.
Okay. So we're all sort of still standing before this king, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
With still not a huge amount of context as to why we've been here. We're all still kind of fuzzy in the head.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess
Can I-
Jape is gonna. Oh no, you go, my friend.
No. If you're doing something, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I guess Jape would step forward and bow slightly and say, let's see, thank you for having us in your incredible palace, Undying King, God Emperor. It's an incredibly impressive place, and we just, well, I have 2 questions for you right now, Undying Emperor. Is there a particular thing that we can help you with? And what is the smoking policy in this sort of throne room? Is there any sort of...
He doesn't give a shit about your smoking. You can
Oh, Jape lights up immediately.
Oh my god.
and he says,
If only I could still partake.
you oddly enough, something about it tells you that Duros has not taken that away from you. He looks to Chancellor Cromwell and says, well, perhaps I've grown soft in my old age, but perhaps there is something that you can do. As you heard before, I've received some pretty absurd news from the city across the river, Ironhaven. All of you being the best of what we have here in Antaron, you know that Ironhaven is mainly a dwarf city, and unfortunately they have always been a bit hard-pressed to share their abilities with others. I have been blessed to always be benefited by them because of the fact that King Whitestone and I have been friends for such a long time. But this messenger says that he's been killed. And not only killed, but killed by the wrath of some great red demon that broke in and attacked their city. I don't believe it for a moment. So, instead of immediately becoming the subjects of Cromwell here, perhaps I can send you on a small journey over to Ironhaven to determine whether or not the king is what he says he is. If you'll go there and come back, I can make sure to make it worth your while. And if you accept, perhaps we can come to some agreement about payment.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I was happy to not be murdered, but now I'm extra happy with cash on offer. Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
yes,
a lot better than being dead.
I don't exactly remember why I was coming here in the first place, but it seems as good a reason as any.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, actually, having no sort of memory of why we even came here, this seems like a very reasonable thing, especially since this was all prefaced by say his name correctly or die. I feel like Jape's definitely on board with this.
Okay.
I'm on board.
All right.
Doris guide us all.
And, so being the king, he's used to people kind of doing whatever he tells them, so he just kind of accepts it and says, on your return, I'll each give you, what do you say, 500 gold, 1,000 gold?
Oh.
1,000 sounds
Definitely
like
1,000.
the right number.
That second one is nice. Yeah.
I lean over and I'm like, not a very good haggler, is he?
Shut up, Owl. Let's get what we want.
He says 1,000 gold it is, and he snaps twice, and this kind of wormy looking guy runs over, and the king whispers in his ear, "Does give them I don't know, give them 200 gold to start. A little now, a little later. What do we say?"
Sure, man.
Okay,
I
yeah.
immediately elbow fuck, god damn it, I'm already forgetting names. Jape.
Mhm.
Elbow him in the side.
Ow!
On top! On top!
Wait,
what?
I elbow Jape in the side and go, on top! On top!
On top?
On top.
Top him. Top him.
What?
200 on top of the...
Oh, 200 on top. Oh, okay. Okay. So, Lord Undying King, I've, we've congregated together and, thank you very much once again for the open smoking policy in here, but this pipe alone, which is very nearly empty, is 200 gold, and I can see this palace is of a staggering quality, King. So,
As he begins saying
without
this,
insulting
I'm going to
you.
sidestep.
Without insulting you, King, and I take full responsibility for this, Lord Undying King. This is my Jape's decision, and we have 200 extra gold on top of that, just to get us started.
Roll me a flat d20.
That's just my dice rolling button.
Yeah. Just d20.
Okay.
Does he get to add his guidance on top?
3.
God
Oh God.
It's usually
At least
the
I
way
got
it goes.
At least I got high before he kills me, right?
So because I think your argument was really, really sound, I flipped it and did whatever the lowest was going to be instead of the highest. Instead, so it actually turns out it's a lot better than rolling a high number that time.
Oh, bailout. Let's go.
No, I was thinking, I was like, I'm going to do lower number this time and see what happens.
Sick.
So he looks at you and he nods, and then he reaches in his jacket and he pulls out a big fat blunt and he starts lighting one up.
Oh my God!
I think I understand what you're putting down here, man.
Lord Undying, I think we're gonna have a tremendous relationship, my liege, and Jape kneels before the king.
And so
Eternal night.
he goes 200 gold on top.
My man. My liege.
And so he waves you off and says, "Get what you need. There will be a man outside to help you with any items that you need to procure before you head on to your trip." And he waves you guys off.
So how much did we just get?
You guys each got 200 gold.
Nice.
And then 1,000 when we get back.
Yep, 1,000 when you get back.
If we don't die.
Well,
his argument was really, really solid, so...
I still...
What?
Still never rolled my starting gold.
No, okay.
Do it.
Well, you have a good bit now.
It's 9 o'clock, so I gotta hop off. But
Yeah,
if y'all want to keep, I was gonna say if y'all want to keep going.
Yeah,
well, I was about to say, you guys can go out.
Too.
You guys can go out into the city and kind of spend what you want on different things, and we can pick that up next time if you want.
Fuck
What am I
yeah.
supposed to roll for starter gold?
Depends on your class.
Yeah.
I think as a sorcerer, I don't think I had anything.
150
Depending on your
extra, I just
background.
rolled
Your
it.
background would give you what your starting gold is.
I did custom because I want more languages and shit.
Let's see. James, yours is... Sorcerer is
I'm gonna go ahead.
3d4 times 10.
We'll go ahead and hop off. Y'all have a good night.
All right, night, man.
Times 10?
Brother.
Times 10.
Later. Sorry to just
Laid.
play and go, but I got to hop.
Nah, GG, brother.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry.
8?
So are we out
Oh,
of
80
that
gold?
room?
Are we what?
Are we out of that room?
Yeah,
Like,
you
are
guys.
Yeah,
in the
we
and
the
everything?
king we talked to the king, and he was very chill, and he gave us money up front to go out into the town and buy some shit. We all have 200 extra gold now, and we get 1,000 more when we get back. And yeah, he's just letting us go out and do more adventuring at this
So,
point.
as we leave the area, out of that room especially, Bufo starts to kind of relax, but as soon as we know we're out of earshot, you kind of see him look around to make sure nobody else is listening in on the conversation.
I'll be like, yo, Hoots, what's your deal with the lady?
Bufo, he kind of looks at you, and upon you mentioning that, I don't know if y'all had the same dream as I did. I guess that's what that was, or just a distant memory. But did the advisor look extremely familiar to all of you?
I mean, yeah, kind of, but I don't know if I remember her exactly. Kind of
Only
hazy.
sort of. Like, she just looked familiar, like maybe a face that I've seen in town before or something.
Each of you guys roll me a d20.
Everybody?
Yep. I know
Straight.
Forrest is not here, but
Clear
yeah,
dice, let's go.
I got
That's a
14.
nat 20, Patch.
it's a nat
Well,
20.
Yep.
That is I got a 19.
I got a 15.
Okay.
We
All
know
of
this
you,
bitch is space.
all of you that are above a 17 have an instant flash of the Chancellor's face inside of the room in the meteor. She looks strikingly like the unusual scientist abomination alchemical person that you
How,
guys had a dream
Oh,
about.
shit. I thought she looked
Upon
like the girl I freed.
wait,
upon
Yeah,
seeing these
I
these
thought it was
people
good
with that
familiarity.
same
I
that
thought it
same
was
look
hard in
on
the
their
rain.
face. So everybody that
Remember,
noticed who she was,
Heart in the Rain is a tabaxi.
Oh man, I did not remember that part.
Is that the girl I freed? Was Heart in the Rain?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot she was a tabaxi. My bad.
No, I was going there too, man. When the second it said this woman looks familiar, I was like, that's
I
got to
was
be
like,
hard in
oh
the rain.
yeah. I was like, this is.
Yeah.
I thought it was bad for like a different reason.
Oh,
Like,
I was just
oh, it's
thinking we've only met.
ominous.
I just thought we've only met one chick. It has to be her.
But yeah, I forgot. I don't know. I guess I thought we killed the other one, so it was like, okay,
Well,
so this is spooky.
you
so
did
how
kill her.
does that work for me?
I mean, they can tell you.
I
Still
mean,
feels. If they
We
don't
we
tell
will
you,
discuss our
it
feelings.
feels odd, but like I don't have any recollection, like actual recollection of her.
you know who she is, but you don't really know why. Like you have this feeling that you know who she is. Like there's a familiarity with her character, with who she might be, but you don't really understand what and to what extent. You don't have the same memory that they have because you weren't with them whenever they fought her. You just feel like she is very like there's something about her that draws you to her almost. Like there is a there's a really heavy familiarity.
We will tell you
Like
why
not
it
a
feels
not a
like.
pleasant one,
Not a what?
not a pleasant one.
It's not negative or positive. It's just that you and same for you guys. Like y'all have this memory of her, but what you're remembering isn't really relevant to your feeling about her. It's just that you remember her and you feel familiar.
I don't know. It makes me feel suspicious.
Once they explain it, since I didn't roll high enough, once they start explaining it, I'll start recalling everything of it too.
Yeah.
And remembering that, would I also remember that I have some of her books in my bag?
Uh, yeah, I guess you would.
I'm gonna start kind of rummaging through those books, see if there's anything that would shed some light on it.
So one of them, most of them are just alchemical texts, but one of them is a diary. And you can choose to look through it if you'd like to.
I do.
Okay. As you begin to read it, you you you, you sort of realize that it seems like a very normalized thing. It's talking about this person who all of her work is to try to better the country, and that what she really wants is for the country to be safe and to run to be safe. She wants to make sure that people are okay, and she's really willing to go to just about any extent to make sure that happens.
But
But what?
that's it. Nothing else.
That's all you're seeing in there right now.
That's all I can discern right now. That makes sense.
Perhaps you should read it in another time.
Next time on D&D.
Let me put a note that says "for now."
All right.
I want
Don't
to know more
forget,
about the red demon.
you guys all have you guys all also have those green potions in your bags. They haven't gone anywhere.
Well, I thought we
Oh,
drank them.
did we not drink all of it?
No. Like
you
he
drank.
said after we came through everything, like we had the same potions basically in our laps, and we sort of just all put
Oh,
them in
yep.
our pack.
Yep. No, you're right. You're right. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. And so
I did
these were
kind of
the.
forget about that in the moment, but yeah, now that you mention that, I do remember you saying
At
that
any
we all
point,
did
has our party like gotten our green potions back out and looked at them and maybe try to trigger our memories with them or something? Or is it inconsequential to us? Like we don't really care about these green potions we happen to have.
Um,
I mean, now that he's mentioned that, I would.
Because, like, yeah, Jake's now noticing in his bag. I was looking for another fat spliff, and there's this weird green potion in here. What's up with this guy? Anyone else got one of these? What's up with this?
Yes, I believe I still have one, and I'm not entirely sure where it came from. Do I
Here's
recall anything about this potion?
It is a little odd that we have it.
Josh, roll me a flat d20.
You got both Joshes in here. Remember that.
Oh,
how's it
Josh,
gonna roll? It's
Josh
fine.
Turner.
Turner rolled a 6.
Might want to start referring to character names for.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Um,
Zenthal for
that's
your
actually
information.
that's okay. So you have a hazy memory, but you do remember being by the green pool, and you remember filling the potions.
Okay.
Do I know why I would do such a thing?
I think.
Is there
Guys,
any-
what do you think about. I mean, there's seems to be something with these potions we can't really remember much about. Should we wait until the rest of our friends reconvene with us and try to put our heads together then? Or. I don't see much coming of really. Unless we want to drink the potions again right now. Like.
We probably need to find some way to maybe figure out what they exactly are.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. We could, and Jape's fully willing to, but at the same time.
Yeah, get some kind of apothecary. Take a visit
Yeah.
and see what they have. But
Do any
Well,
of our friends have arcane ways of measuring what enchantments might be on a thing?
It's interesting. And even on top of that, the king gave us quite a bit of gold up front. Maybe there's a local sort of apothecary or something like that in town that might be able to help us.
It's quite possible. Yes, we should look into this.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember filling these in a pool of more of this same liquid, but I don't exactly remember why. I'm sure Duros will guide us in our endeavors, though.
out of character really quick, it works perfectly that I missed the whole first part of today because I actually do have memory loss. Jay and I don't know what the fuck. How did we get here? I don't know.
But yeah,
Fucking Josh is talking, and all I can think is Deckard Cain.
that is the exact what I got with Patrick before all this started, and I told him that I wanted to do Deckard Cain as the base for my voice. And so I have been trying to conjure Deckard Cain through
Primeval.
all of
Oh my god, we're talking about Decky came from Diablo. Holy shit, I just got it. And yes, you do sound like him. What the fuck? How?
You do.
Man. Wow, yeah, like a lots, man. Well done.
that makes me so happy.
No, dude, that's coming
that
along,
it
bro.
is coming in close.
Yeah, now that you've pointed that out, holy shit, I can't unhear that now. Wow.
The Primeval, Diablo.
We got the Meteor, we got fucking Deckard Cain, are we just
yeah.
Dude,
We're just doing
like-
Diablo now.
I spent this last week literally listening to his voice and trying to emulate it as much as possible, and like it was just a thing that I wanted it to be him.
Nah,
But,
you've done well,
yeah,
man. Fucking good shit.
Trying.
It didn't really start off like that at first, but as you've gotten more into it, it molded into that.
Yeah. I have noticed that it's difficult to hold, if that makes
Yeah.
sense to
Nah,
anybody who
it
does
does. It does.
voices.
It
Like,
does.
it's
You can slip
hard.
in and out, like you're Deckard 90% of the time, and then the other 10% of the time, it's just vague RPG old man, sort of like, traveler, welcome to this den of iniquity.
Oh yeah, that was my
skooma. Of course I know where to find skooma, Dragonborn.
yes. But yeah,
Oh dear. Have you guys been watching? Have you guys seen that meme format of U.S. presidents? People like deep fake them to argue about games.
Yeah.
Oh my
No.
god, man. Okay, I'll put it in the fucking chat right now. There's an amazing one. This is only going to be hilarious if you're like intimately familiar with Zelda.
All of us.
But
All
yeah,
of us.
good. I imagine so. It's Biden versus Trump. They're debating whether Majora is better than Ocarina. It's just fucking dude. It is the funniest video I've seen in so long. Hang on, let me put this in the chat. Do you have a meme channel in the boys' Discord?
No, but we need to make one.
All right, where should I chuck this thing? Oh, hang on. We've got a chat we're in right now. Put it there. There you go. It's in the
I like that picture.
Or did you just throw that?
It's in the text chat for this we're in. If you look at our call right now, there's an option to bring up like a text chat for that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so look at our Discord call where all of our faces are lighting up when we talk and shit.
If you mouse over where it says game room, there's a chat icon. That's what he said.
Yeah, there's a little thing to bring up the chat.
Alright, I'm out of here, fellas. I'll see you
Oh,
next time
shit.
on D&D.
Okay.
Peace
All right,
out,
man.
Later,
homeboy.
my brother.
See you.
Yeah.